Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and we're back at it again. The Crafty Trinity, which consists of myself, Fam from Livie's Lovelies, and Thelisha from Where Baking and Crafting Meet. We've made us another digital journal kit, and it's called Winter Soul. And my particular one has a total of 10 printable journal papers and 9 ephemera sheets, and those include like a host of like journal cards with words, cards, envelopes, pockets, side pockets, and all kinds of like cut aparts and things like that. So let me go ahead and show you mine, and I'm going to make something with it. This is the new kit, and I'll have links in the description for Thelisha's and for Fam's kits. They're all called Winter Soul, and they all have the same color theme. And this time with theirs, they have other little boxes and gift things that you can make with some of their digitals. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm getting ready to make, and I'll be right back. So I'm introducing a new digital kit that's coming out, and here's a little layout that I made with it. And the front basically has this little snowman that can come out, and there's this little pocket right here. And there's some journaling space on here. The snowman is the journaling space. And he just has on some little stickles, little embossing going on, and painted in eyes and carrot nose, little die cuts in behind. And then he just slides down into here like so. Then you just flip it open and you have stitching all around the edge. It's white thread. And then here's a simple little layout right here. And you have a little tuck spot pocket there, and then here's a tag using some of the elements from the digital kits. And you have this little card, journaling card, double-sided. And then you have the little word, snow. And then over here you have like a little cluster with the elements and some die cut and embossed leftover scraps. And then this comes out and you have this double-sided tag here, or a journaling spot. And this comes out, and like I said, these were made with some of the elements that are a part of the kits. So let me just go ahead and introduce you to the new kit. Okay, so I'm going to create like a little snowman journal spot. And I'm just taking a page from the journal kit, and I want that snowman to like sit down inside of here, like hidden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score going across. Actually, I think I'm going to score going across the white instead of the blue. It's going to be going across the white. I'm just score going across. So where it creates like an opening down there, you know. And I'm going to need a handle to slide down in there. So this is roughly approximately, I'm going to just say 2 inches. So I'm going to just make something 1.5 inches wide. So let me get some cardstock. I think I'll use maybe some beige cardstock. I'm going to use this blue. I know it's a slightly off color of a blue, but I'm going to tie in some other things that'll kind of bring it in together. So yeah, I'm going to make this like 1.5 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it over to make it sturdy. And I'm just going to glue it together. But before I do that, I want to make sure that it's going to fit down in here, and it does. It fits pretty well. And I need to create a stopper on this side. So, I don't know if you can see it or not, but like the shadow from this side right here, I need to create a stopper on this side so that when I put this in here, it'll stop. It won't like keep going all the way down. It'll stop. So I need to create something like a barrier right here. And what I'll do is basically I'm just going to cut this at, it's about 1 inch wide. I'm not really measuring it, but I'm going to put it it's going to be at least the same width as this image, and this image is basically 2.5 inches. So we'll make this about 2.5 inches as well. Make sure I'm in frame. So yeah, we'll make this about 2.5 inches. And just fold it over. I'm just approximating. It's not exact. So I'll cut that. And then I'm just going to glue on almost like a, hold on, I just got some PVA glue. Set that down. I got this from Amazon because it's got this little tip, kind of like the art glitter glue, but cheaper. So yeah. So I'm just going to glue it almost like it's a pocket. And you don't need a whole lot of glue. I just want it to be able to stop where this goes when it goes inside. So when this goes in here, it's going to go down and stop right in there. Well, after it dries, that is. So we're going to let that dry. And I'm definitely going to cover this up too so you won't see it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and glue this down. This is my first time using this PVA glue, so I don't know. It's pretty thick. It kind of reminds me of the Aleene's tacky glue. Okay, and part of this is going to get covered up. So, before we make the snowman, I want to go ahead and cover up this page, or cover up some of this, decorate the page. So, I'm going to be using, some of this Distress Oxide Ink Speckled Egg. I'll probably use it in combination with this Broken China. But to start out, I'm just going to distress some of the edges. On the inside, so I can see where the center is. Okay. And then I want to make the snowman. Let's see here. Okay, this is already glued. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down in here. And I'm going to leave it in here for now while I cover up this section. And I'm going to add just some random book page. Or music sheet, I guess is the proper word for it. Okay, so I'm going to be adding this to about right here. I'm just going to tear this one across. And then it's going to be able to go downward like this. And it's going to fold over to about right there. So I'm just going to tear that. I'm just going to tear this. And I may make this into a pocket too as well. So I'm going to add this to some Amazon packaging. Or maybe not Amazon, maybe a Staples bag or something. Here's a paper bag actually that I did some embossing on one of my other projects. And I think I'm going to add some of this. Let me just cut it at the embossed area. And I'm going to glue this to here. I'm just going to add some glue. This glue is starting to stress me out because I'm having to squeeze so hard. I hate having to squeeze really, really hard. I guess I could add some water to it, but yeah. Okay, so I put some glue right there, but I need to wipe that off because I didn't necessarily need it. So let's just wipe the excess glue. Make sure this is on here good. I'm just going to cut right along here. And then we're just going to tear going across. And I'm going to distress it a little bit. And I'm going to use some brown distress oxide ink. If I can find where I put it at. We'll just use some of this walnut stain distress ink, which works just as fine. And I like how it left the embossed areas of the coffee cup. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this on. And I'm going to create a pocket out of this as well for this side of the page. So and what I'm going to do is this portion right here, I'm going to glue it to the, I want it glued to this right here so that the front doesn't get all mixed up, doesn't get like caught up on there. Alright, so this will be able to go down in there and it'll stop, you know, up underneath that. But then we'll also still have a pocket inside of here. And I'm going to be stitching this right here on anyway, so I didn't want to use like a whole lot of glue. I just wanted just enough to kind of keep it in place while I'm building up this page. And I'm just going to go ahead and I guess I'll add some on this side too. And I'm just going to cut like right here on the crease. I'm going to distress it. And I'm going to create like a little collage over here with some of the leftover music sheet and some of this embossed paper. I'm going to put this in this corner and use it as like a tuck spot. Okay. Then we're going to I'm going to add some of these words. I'm going to add some of this white in here just to kind of offset it. And I took some dictionary words like snow, apple, snow, things with the word snow in it. And I'm just going to tear it and add some of it. So we're going to have some snowy words, if that makes any sense. I had to get my art glitter glue because the other glue was, I couldn't deal with it. It's just too slow. Alright, so now I'm going to glue this one here. And it has like a faint blue hint. And I'm going to add some right here. Okay, so that's kind of plain, but it is a page, and we don't want to overdo it because we're going to be putting tags and all sorts of stuff in there, you know. So So now let's go ahead and work on our snowman journal or snowman insert. And I was wanting to use, I still had some leftover chipboard. So I'm just going to draw out, let me turn it over like this. Okay, so this is, let's see, how wide do I want it? It doesn't really matter how wide it is. I do want it smaller than this, but I do want it probably, let's see, because it's going to connect right in here. So I'm going to make it 2 by 7 inches is how big I'm going to make it. So let me just go ahead and measure it out. So I'm going to need it to be about this high, and so 2 inches. I'm just going to make it just a little bit wider than that to about right there. That's where I'm going to cut it at. Okay, so this is my journal cover. And like I said, I'm going to create like a template. I'm just going to hand draw it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make this smaller. Okay. Then I'm just gonna cut it out. And it's not perfect, but we're gonna get some paper. And I have a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to use some copy paper. I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm going to take, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of paper. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold this in half. But actually, I'm going to fold it in half long ways. But I'm going to leave like an extra little piece up here. So I'm just going to cut going straight across. And then I'm going to put all these together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this on here because we want this to stay in one spot or stay together. And basically what I'm doing is I'm creating my cover and the pages all at the same time. I'm just cutting them all out at the same time. It's just a whole lot easier. So let me use my big scissors. Okay, so now we have our snowman. And we're going to decorate it a little bit. Okay, so here's our little template. And then These are the papers that go in the middle. And then we've got our front and back. Now let's this. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do, so I'm going to fix this little neck right here because that's not cute. Let's take that little bit right there off. Same thing right here. Take that little bit off. Alright, so this is the front, this is the back, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add some color to it. Well, it's a snowman, so I'm just going to barely distress it a little bit around the edges. Okay, those are the pages, so I'm just going to kind of go around it. Add just like a little bit right here, a little bit right there. You know, just to kind of give it, so you can see where it comes together. Where each snowball comes together. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple a part of this. I'm going to staple the inside part together because you're not going to see it. Okay, and then this is the very back. And then this is the front. And then we can just glue this to the back. And we're going to be decorating it and garnishing it, so it's not going to look as bad. You know. And I'm going to take one of these. I don't know if I should use, I think I'll take one of these, put it here, or should I put it, or should I use an ornament? Alright, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to kind of go at an angle because I don't want, I'm going to cut it at an angle because I don't want all of that to show, all the background to show, so that when it's down in here, it's not going to show. I'm going to take a little bit more off. Let me fold it in half again. Make sure. A little snowman right there. Okay. So we're going to garnish this, and I'm just going to take, it's going to be really simple. I'm going to make some eyes. I'm just going to take some of this paint, Thelisha's black marble paint. for the eyes. And then we need some type of a nose. And we need a hat. I'm just going to randomly, I folded this piece in half, and I just need like a small hat. Alright, so we're going to glue these together. And then I'm going to add like some branches and some leaves and stuff like that. And I'm going to die cut some leaf shapes. And then just kind of add these to the background. Okay, so now I need to draw in the nose for this. I'm just going to kind of freestyle draw it. And I use, what is this? These are some Faber-Castell markers. And I'm going to go back around. Well, I think for the hat, or actually probably for the body, I need to put like a scarf around them. So I will use another little piece of this paper, this blue paper that I'm just going to wrap around. I'm just going to randomly cut like a little slither. I think that'll work. Yeah. So I'm going to glue it down. Just going to add a little bit of glue on there. Okay, and then we need some sticks or arms. I'm just going to put some of these in the backdrop of it. I'm going to just add like little old pieces of, let me back up just a little bit. Some of these little die cut pieces and stuff. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add the back of this, or add this to the back. And I want to add just a little bit of shine to it, so I think I'm going to use I'm going to add some glitter to this. Well, not glitter, but some enamel gloss, enamel glaze, some of this Distress embossing glaze, speckled egg, just to kind of give this a shine. I'm going to add to the hat, and then I'm just going to add little dots on the scarf, and I'm going to go around the edge of the scarf to bring it out. Make sure it picks up really well. Okay, I can't see that too well, so I need to add some more color. I'm just going to take some of these Stickles crystal. It's like a clear. And we're just going to add some on. And we're going to have to let this dry. And looks like when I pick this up, somehow I knocked a piece of this off. So I'm going to have to reinforce it. And what I guess I'll do is I'll take a piece of, I guess, this right here. And I'm going to take about 1/16 of an inch off. This is going to go down like that. So I'm just going to add some glue. Which is kind of better doing it like that anyway, simply because it's reinforcing the entry so it doesn't get messed up. Move that and let that dry. And while that's drying, we can add a cluster. Inside of here. And I also want to use think I'll use a pocket. I think I'll use this pocket. And it's going to be like a pocket in a pocket. It's going to be a corner pocket, but yet it's going to be a part of this right here, which I'm going to turn into a pocket. And let me go ahead and fold this over. Actually, instead of folding it over, I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to stitch it on. I'm going to stitch it on here. Okay, and I'm just going to punch like a little hole to show that this is a pocket. And then I'm just going to stitch around the edge. And then I'm going to get ready to add it on here. But I'm going to also go ahead and stitch around the edge of this right here as well. Okay, so I stitched it. I stitched it up. I used some white thread. So now I'm just going to add some of these on here. I'm just going to put this in the middle. And I'm going to add this here. I'm going to have to take some of it off, but which is fine. Now I need to add this on here. And I'll put this in the center. That way it kind of tie in together. And I'm just going to take part of this off. I'm just going to tear it off. And then I guess I could put this right there. Okay, so now I need something back here. And voila. Pretty simple, but fun. And you have your little notepad. And then you have your page. You can add some stamping, which I might do later. But that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos and my blog and social media sites. And make sure you go over and check out the Crafty Trinity from Thelisha and Fam's videos and their social media links and things, and I'll have those in the description. Check out the Winter Soul digital kits, and I thank you guys so much for watching.